People are suffering, we didn't care for them, and then we all have to be taught a lesson in the form of pandemic. Whether we like it or not, the fact is that we are all affected, irrespective of whatever we believe in, but we were all affected during this last 2 years, 2.5 years. Now, the message that I got is, in the year 2019, we were given a series of messages, and it was declared at that point that we'll be facing what it was referred to as the years of Shiva. That was months before the pandemic, before we came to know about the pandemic, although I believe the pandemic was already there, but we came to know only many more months after that. So the years of Shiva. Now Shiva, if you know, Shiva is wrongly, mistakenly described in English as the god of destruction, because the symbol of Shiva is linga, and linga is creativity. It's not phallus, it is not a male sexual organ. Linga means symbol, simply means symbol. And the symbol of Shiva is creativity. That is what linga is about, mistakenly translated as phallus or penis in the West. So Shiva has got different forms. One of the forms is that of Rudra. Rudra is when he is destroying for recycle. So he does not only destroy, but destruction for recycle. It is reformation, a total transformation of things. And the message was clear. It is on YouTube. It has been on YouTube since last 3-4 years. There are two clips there on YouTube. Shiva years. I think it is on the Anand Krishna or Anand Ashram account channel. Now this is what we are facing. These few years we are facing the years of Rudra, that is one of the forms of Shiva, to destroy for the purpose of recycle. You have to transform things. And it was also said that nobody has to be fearful of that, because if you are on a spiritual path, your progress can be manifold. It may take you lifetimes to progress as much as you can progress during the years of Shiva. But many of us did not understand the message. It was pity. And then there was another message during the pandemic. Still, we did not quite understand the message, and now we are seeing the result of that. It's not only pandemic, but war and so many things. We are already facing food scarcity in many places. We are already facing a lot of things. So the last message I got was 2-3 days ago. Now to pacify Shiva, to pacify this Rudra, we need a strategist. And before that, let me tell you that in the ancient tradition, all ancient traditions, Eastern or Western, we have different forms of God. The Greek, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Indians, the Chinese. We all now basket them and call them pagan religions, or whatever we call them, it's all right. But all these devas, the light beings, are also within us. So not without us, not outside somewhere, yes, outside too. But all these powers, the power of Indra, senses, the power of Vayu, air, the power of water, Varuna, Agni, fire. All these are within us. As long as they are working together in unison, we have no problem. But because of our lifestyle, because of our ego, because of our disturbed mind, when they stop to act in unison, then we have diseases and lots of other problems. So what we see, disease inside, is also felt outside. People are suffering, we didn't care for them, and then we all have to be taught a lesson in the form of pandemic. Whether we like it or not, whether we feel it is a conspiracy or not, the fact is that we are all affected, irrespective of whatever we believe in, but we were all affected during this last 2 years, 2.5 years. Now, the message that I got is, we have to invoke Skanda. Now, Skanda, maybe you're not very familiar with Skanda. Skanda is a brother of Ganesha. And he is considered as the god of war, but also is not only god, he doesn't initiate war, but when there is a call to face certain challenges, then he decides on the strategy, how to face those challenges. So now we have to invoke this Skanda, brother of Ganesha, and Ganesha is considered as the son of Shiva. So when you want to please somebody, you want to please the father, you go through the children. So Ganesha and Skanda is strategist, as I told you. In the southern part of India, he is much worshipped. In the north also he is known, but in the southern part of India he is much worshipped. He has many names: Skanda, Kartikeya, Subramanyam, many names, Shanmukha, many names. Now this Skanda has to be invoked within us. We can also pray to Skanda, we can buy a statue of Skanda and pray to the statue, whatever it is. If you have faith, it works. It works because, as Jesus says, it's your faith that heals you. When somebody gets healed, and Jesus was very clear, he did not say it is because of me. He said it is your faith that has healed you. So we have not understood those things, and either we reject Jesus altogether or we accept blindly. Both are wrong in my opinion. We have to understand what he's trying to say. Your faith has healed you. If you have faith in a piece of stone and a rock, and you believe that rock to symbolize Skanda, and you read the mantra, you chant the mantra, you can have the same benefit. But beside that, even when we are worshipping a picture or a statue of Skanda, we are actually invoking him within us. And this invocation can be done through his very powerful mantra. I give the short version for you to remember. There are 2 lines only. These are mystical sounds. There is meaning also, but they are mystical sounds. Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Om, and then Om Guru Saravana Bhava Om. Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Om, Om Guru Saravana Bhava Om. Or, if you think it is too long for you, then just say Om Saravana Bhava Om. Without Guru, without Shiva, you can also shorten it to Om Saravana Bhava, because the mystic formula is there, Saravana Bhava. Anybody who has seen the Indonesian clips? Anybody who has seen the Indonesian clips? You remember what is Sir? I'm becoming your teacher now. What is Sir? Satya. So we have to be truthful. Satya Palana. It's not just reciting the mantra, but try to adhere to truth. Always. Be truthful in your actions, in your speech, in your thoughts. Sa is Satya, Satya Palan. He protects those who adheres to truth. That is one. Then Ra is, yes? Yes? Yeah? Yes? Roga Nivaran. If you adhere to truth, then Roga Nivaran. Then he removes all kind of diseases. So Rog here is not only physical ailment, but also mental, emotional, anxieties, agitation, and everything. So Sara, it's connected. So he will not remove all our ailments if we do not adhere to truth. We have to be truthful first. And then Roga Nivaran. Sara va. Yes? Yes. Anybody? No? You don't remember it, see? Vairagya. Vairagya is to withdraw from your likes and dislikes, because our likes and dislikes are based on our sensory things. We like something because our senses are satisfied. And we don't like something because our senses reject them. So this is not always a good situation, because senses are not even united. Somebody knows he's suffering from diabetes, and he knows that he has to, okay, fine, he has to do all kind of exercises, medicines, whatever, but he has to control what he's eating. Somebody is suffering from any other lifestyle diseases, whether it is diabetes, it is hypertension, whatever it is. So, we have to withdraw, we have to forcefully withdraw from the things, but our senses are confused. The tongue wants to eat sweet. It does not care whether the pancreas can accept that kind of overflow of sugar or no. Similarly, a lot of things we know. We buy a pack of cigarettes and it is written there, it's injurious to your health, and yet we keep smoking. So we know that it is not good, and yet we keep doing the same thing. Vairagya means you withdraw from all the negativities voluntarily. With full consciousness, you withdraw from things which are not good for you, not right for you. It may be good for somebody else. If somebody is suffering from liver disease, maybe sugar is okay for him. But for somebody who is suffering from diabetes, sugar is not okay. So it is not about good or bad again, as I keep telling you, keep reminding you, reminding all of us. It is not about good and bad, it is about right and not right. What is right for you may not be right for me. What is right for me may not be right for you. So everyone has to decide what is right for him or for her. Saravana. Na means Nitya, eternal. We should focus on the eternal. Do not focus on the transient. Do not focus on this body that is changing. You serve the body. You have a car. This body is like a car. You need the car to go somewhere, fine. If you don't have car, you need your 2 legs, 2 feet. That is your car then. So we have to take care of this car. We have to take care of the vehicle. We have to take care of our body. But you should not be so much pampering your body like somebody, and I know many people like that, believe me. They keep the car in the garage. They don't want to use the car. Anything can happen. Some accident can happen, so I keep the car in the garage. Why to buy a car? That's also not wise. You take care of the car, you drive properly, do the servicing properly in time, on time, but you are not so much attached to the car that if something happens to the car, it's the end of everything. No. You have to be practical And we have to be clear about that. The car is to be used, not to be kept in the garage. So Saravana, Bhava. Bhava is one that ferries us across this this fearful samsara. This world is based on fear. Bhava Bhaya Harana. One that can ferries us across this ocean of samsara, fearful samsara, or rather fear, one that can freeze us, who can freeze us from fear, that is Saravana Bhava. So this is a mantra that I would like to share with you. Om Saravana Bhava Om. If you want the complete one, Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Om. Om Guru Saravana Bhava Om. Or if you are adding it to some other mantras, you can also say Namaha. Om Guru Saravana Bhava Namaha. Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Namaha. I am giving you all these different versions so you can use your own intuition, whether you like just Om Saravana Bhava Om, or Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Om, Om Guru Saravana Bhava Om. If you say Shiva, then you must say Guru also. Or Om Shiva Saravana Bhava Namaha, Om Guru Saravana Bhava Namaha.